Okay, so this clip on the internet has been confusing me for the last couple of weeks.
All I have for you is a word. Tenet. It'll open the right doors, some of the wrong ones, too.
You have to start looking at the world in a new way.
And try to understand it. Feel it.
It'll happen here. Hasn't happened yet.
Can somebody please tell me what this movie is about? I mean, at least a plot line. I just need to know. But it looks good. Hello, I'm your host, Talking Face, and this could be news brought to you by Royal Family Studios. This past week, the Republican National Convention went off. It was well produced. It went off without a hitch. And it did a lot better than the Democratic National Convention. But just to give you a little taste of how it went, they had keynote speakers like Herschel Walker.
I'm not an actor, a singer, or a politician. I'm Herschel Walker. Most of you know me as a football player, but I'm also a father, a man of faith, and a very good judge of character. I've known Donald Trump for 37 years, and I don't mean just casual ran into him from time to time. I'm talking about a deep personal friendship. I watched him as the owner of a professional football team. Right after he bought the team, he set out to learn. He learned about the history of the team, the players, the coaches, every detail. Then he used what he learned to make the team better. I watched him in the boardroom. He can be in the middle of a big meeting, but if one of the kids was on the phone, he dropped everything to take the call. He taught me that the family should be your top priority. I watched him treat janitors, security guards, and waiters the same way he would treat a VIP. He made them feel special because he knew they were. He understands that they are the people who make this country run. They clean, they cook, they build, they drive, they deliver. He told me, Herschel, make an effort to get to know people. Remember their names. That stuck with me. One time, I planned to take his kids to Disney World with my family. At the last minute, Donald said he'd like to join us. So there he was, in a business suit, on It's a Small World ride. That was something to see. It just shows you what a caring, loving father he is. It hurt my soul to hear the terrible names that people call Donald. The worst one is racist. I take it as a personal insult that people would think I've had a 37-year friendship with a racist. People who think that don't know what they're talking about. Growing up in the Deep South, I've seen racism up close. I know what it is, and it isn't Donald Trump.
The message for the Republican National Convention ran counter to that of the Democratic National Convention, which was preaching doom and gloom the whole time and how racist America was and how Donald Trump was a fascist and all these things. But the Republican National Convention talked about how great America is, how the economy was booming and is booming under Donald Trump in spite of this terrible pandemic that came from China, how America is not a racist country. They had prominent individuals with integrity like Herschel Walker come and speak. They had black Republicans, black Democrats come and speak, speaking the truth about America. And this scares the Democratic Party. That's why Nancy Pelosi, as always, vomited words out the mouth when she let this slip.
About that. I myself, just don't tell anybody I told you this, especially don't tell Joe Biden. I don't think that there should be any debates. I do not think that the President of the United States has comported himself in a way that anybody should, and that has any association with truth, evidence, data, and facts. I wouldn't legitimize a conversation with him, nor a debate in terms of the presidency of the United States.
Isn't that more of a reason to debate? because he's a liar and you can just expose him to everyone in the country. The Democrats do not want to debate because they know for a fact that Donald Trump will wipe the floor with Joe Biden. He might have a little trouble with Kamala, but Kamala is such a dishonest politician that it probably wouldn't be too hard. Past that, we have COVID-19. COVID-19 is still going strong, I guess. People are still being forced to wear masks, even though the CDC already told us that it wouldn't prevent it. And it's starting to become a little bit more political than ever before. They're trying to bring about a change. We were told to stay in place, wear masks, 6-foot distancing, and all these things to take measure to fight against COVID-19, to flatten the curve. And then we flattened the curve. Some places, they didn't even receive large spikes or anything like that. And this was all because the World Health Organization told us to do so. But now, Dr. Tedros of the World Health Organization, the same World Health Organization that is in bed with China that released this pandemic on the world, has changed his mind. He quotes, we cannot go back to the way things were. We will not sounds a little definite. And I don't know that's his call to make. And then he says, the COVID-19 pandemic has given new impetus to the need to accelerate efforts to respond to climate change. When was this about climate change? I don't want to really get into this. I would share a clip of Tucker Carlson's video on it. He does a great job at explaining this, and I'm not going to take anything from him. But just pay attention to the simple fact that this is more than just about saving lives, because the death rate has gone down. Yes, people are getting it, but people are not dying. So that's a good thing, right? What do you think? That's all I got for you today. I'm your host, Talking Face. This could be news. Remember, do your research, stay safe, prayed up. Peace.